Hey, welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. It is episode 10. We are in double digits. It only took, what, 2.5 years? Yeah, well, that's all right. We're here. I'm here. I am so excited. Ow. Don't do that. I'm so excited, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I've been just shocked by the reception of the last video that I put out. It's been so fun to see that do so well, and got a lot of new subscribers, so welcome to the channel, and I hope you enjoy the content. As you can see, we got a nice little area cleared out here. Hey dude, what's up? He's got some ink. That's cool. I'm excited about this. This hole is getting really close to done. I love this little area over here. It's so fun. I'm leaving that, even though like we're gonna carve it out. I gotta come up with something cool. If you have any ideas, there's a couple of these little like caves that cut back into the wall, and I think it would be really cool to do something like unique with them, either with lighting or I don't know. I don't have any like specific ideas, but I think it would be really cool. In the meantime, these slimes are driving me crazy. There's so many of them. And so I think I'm finally going to tackle the floor of this hole. So the first thing I want to do is these deep slate tiles. I'm using slabs. So with slabs, nothing can spawn on slabs, right? So we're going to cover the entire bottom of this area with slabs. So I've got a little pattern in mind, and see, there's so many of them. Keep going. All right. We're going to try to cover the entire bottom of this sphere, circle, bowl, hole. We're going to cover the bottom of the hole with slabs so that nothing can spawn. So I've got this design in mind, and yeah, first step is just putting down a ton of deep slate tiles. And one of the things that is going to be a pain with this hole is that while the bottom will not be spawnable, all of the walls will be, for now. And I'm not sure what to do about that. Like, I love the way it looks kind of cleared out like it is. But unless I am high enough or dead center to the Guardian farm, which, oh, for Pete's, now we get zombies too. Okay, this is, all right. I'm not sure exactly what to do about it, if anything. Like, I considered flooding it or using lava, which seems like a terrible idea if I'm playing in hardcore, or carpets maybe, or even just buttons across the entire hole. The reality is that's probably just not worth it. It'd just be so time consuming. But if you have any ideas on either how to light it in a cool way, maybe we can do something with lighting. I don't know. In the meantime, like, if we can just get this floor slabbed out, that will make a huge difference. So I'm just wrapping up the cross in the middle. So I've made kind of like a giant plus 5 blocks wide. So let's see how that's looking. Yeah. All right, so see all those slimes. So we've got a start with that, and then I want to kind of create like a curving circular thing, which I think is going to make it a little bit like a target looking thing, which I don't love. I originally thought I might do a spiral, but the reality is that a spiral will just be way too hard. It's just way too much work. So we're gonna try kind of some circles, see if we can get something that looks halfway decent and interesting, and then I've got some ideas on how I want to fill that in. I really need to move this portal somewhere else. Okay, so just these last few, and I think that's the first circle done. Let's see how this looks. And yeah, I like that. So I just need another one out wider. Maybe 2 more? 1 might be enough. So let's get that done and see how that looks. Oh my goodness, these slimes are driving me insane. All right, come on over here. Come on. And in. All right, keep going. We got this. Oh, this is so bad. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. No. Just keep going. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, this is killing me. This is killing me. Thankfully not literally killing me. The slimes are not, like, hard to kill or anything. They're just... There's so many of them. Right, so I don't know if you know, but the little ones don't attack you. Like, they don't hurt you, so you can work with them. But they do get in the way so much. Sometimes I've just been killing them, but there are so many slimes. Like, this is such a big area, and there's so many slime chunks. There's just constantly tons of slimes. So it's actually easier to just let them follow me around. Okay, let's get up and take a look. Yeah, it does look a little bit like a target, but with the plans I have for the base, I think that's okay. I think that'll still be good. So I just want to come up here and grab some sea lanterns. I figure sea lanterns just make sense to be the lighting block for this area, this build, maybe for everything I do in the rest of this hardcore world, because we're going to have so many supplies. So I'm thinking if we just put some sea lanterns around at the intersections, and then if we follow that with like sea lanterns just kind of making their way around the edges of the circles, that'll look cool. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of sea lanterns. Put in here, and we'll see how that looks. Okay, so this is just sea lanterns at each of the intersections along the kind of cross. And just looking at it at night, like, yeah, this looks really cool. Okay, I like it. We're gonna get them all the way around the circles. And that's now done. So this doesn't look nearly as cool at night. At some point here, it'll be night, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. But we got sea lanterns all the way around, which again, the lighting doesn't actually matter because this is gonna be like, it's gonna be spawn proofed, right? There's gonna be slabs everywhere. Oh my goodness, that's such a big area to slab. It's all right, one thing at a time. One of the things that I want for this is oxidized copper, and as you know, we have massive amounts of copper, but none of it is oxidized. So it's time to put out our copper for oxidizing. And if I had thought to do this much sooner, I probably could have put this just all in one giant block for there. But it's so much faster oxidizing if it's not within 4 blocks of another piece of copper. So basically the way copper works is if it's at least 4 blocks away, it just oxidizes on its own. But if it's within 4 blocks of another piece of copper, then it will not oxidize past what the other piece of copper is. So in other words, you start with just copper, and then it goes to weathered copper, and then it goes to something else. I can't remember what the next step is. Is weathered even the right one? No, it's exposed. Exposed, and then weathered, and then oxidized. And so if there's another piece of copper, you won't go past exposed until the other piece is also exposed, and then one of them can go to weathered, and so on and so on. So there's one's exposed already over there. But, so it's way faster if you separate them out. So that's gonna take forever to put down all this copper. I'm sure I won't put down all of my copper, but I'm just gonna kind of spread a bunch of copper out up here on this like higher ledge. Oh, okay, it's terrifying to fall down holes in hardcore. Even not in the nether. Like in the nether it's absolutely awful, but even here, like I'm like, wait, was that okay, I'm alright. Anyways, let's get copper out here, and we're gonna get this oxidizing while we work. So apparently I didn't have my game sound on for any of the recording I've been doing so far, so sorry about that. This is hopefully better now. I decided that I needed to also do copper down in the main area because I just need so much. I need so much oxidized copper. This whole area is not going to be oxidized copper slabs, but it's part of my design. It's kind of like a randomized, I don't know, you'll see. But I need oxidized copper for that. But I also need oxidized copper for a bunch of other things that I want to do, and I know I want to heavily feature it in the build. So we just need to have a ton of it, and oxidized copper is always the way to go because you can always, hit it with your axe and take it back however many levels you want to, but you can't oxidize it quickly. Like, you have to wait for it to oxidize. Speaking of which, like, it's raining right now. I genuinely think that would have been a super cool addition to the game for water to, like, impact the way that copper oxidizes. Like, that would have been a pretty simple thing for them to do if it was raining, or if the copper was underwater, maybe. I don't know, that it would oxidize faster. Like, that would be just kind of a cool nod to the chemical reaction, like the reality of it, and I don't know. Anyways, I think that would be cool, but it doesn't actually matter whether it's raining, as far as I know. If I'm wrong, let me know, because then I'll be happy or something. Okay. So much copper. So a lot of this is oxidized already. You can see the green down there. I'm gonna wait till most of it's oxidized, because it's just a pain to go like pick and choose individual pieces, but it's getting there, which is fantastic, and we will eventually have enough copper to do what we need to. So this is really time consuming, but we have lots of oxidized copper now, or well, we sort of have it. I'm grabbing it. It's gonna take forever. All right, so I got the oxidized copper. I also grabbed some warped wood, and we have slabbed out, missed a couple spots here. We have slabbed out all of the slime chunks, which is the biggest pain of this whole area. So every slime chunk is now slabbed, and slimes can't spawn. So I no longer have any slimes. And so basically what I'm going to do is just spam these blocks now all over the place. This is not what I want to do. I want them only on the ground. And then we'll choose another block and we'll spam those around, and eventually we'll have a floor. So my design idea is mostly warped planks. I did not realize how much of this warped stem I was going to need to cover that entire area. It's so much. Like, I built a farm to like just bone meal it and do that way, and it's like, it's not even worth it. Like, harvesting it here in the Nether is so much better. It just takes forever even to farm it. I suppose I could do like a whole TNT thing and all that. I just built like a manual one where you just bone meal it and harvest it. And no, this is way faster. So we're just gonna spend some time here harvesting warped stem and see if we can't get this floor actually finished. And half is done. All right, let's take a look. Let's see how this looks. I got half of this space slabbed. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Oh, I'm really, really happy with how this looks. Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a perfect base for this build. I love the, like, with it being like, you know, the ocean monument and the green teal type colors and stuff. I just really wanted to like stick with that theme, but I didn't want to do a whole bunch of prismarine. So we've got some dark prismarine mixed in there. And then we've got the warped stem, or the warped planks, I guess, slabs, and then the oxidized copper. And I feel like, yeah, those go really well together. Oh, that really looks good. Okay, well, since we got that half done, I guess the only thing for it is to get the other half done. So let's do that. And we are just about, wait for it, done. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, so the floor's done. Yeah, let's just take a look at this. All right, well, you see I got the beacon up over there on the left. I think with the floor done, I want to make a little bit more progress on this deep slate. It's so much work. Like, it's just so time consuming to pull the deep slate out. I was so tempted. One of you made a comment in the comments about like congratulating me for not modding to insta-mine the deep slate, I was so tempted. Like, it's so much. But this build needs deep slate, and I wanted to stick vanilla. So we're going to pull out some more deep slate, and then we'll see if we can't get a start on this build. Let's do it! And we're back with half of the deep slate removed. Actually, it's a little more than half of the deep slate now. I did find this geode kind of right at the end there, and I was going to take it out, and then I thought, you know, let's leave the source blocks or whatever they're... I can't remember what they're actually called, but the ones that grow the amethyst. I don't have anything in mind for amethyst, but obviously like tinted glass, and there are some things that it could be useful for, even just if we wanted to just farm it to make amethyst blocks. There is one decent geode up here and another one over here, although I mined a good portion of it away, so there's not a lot of growing crystals left. So, I don't know. I do love that little, like, dinging sound when you walk around on it. It's a fun block. And I haven't used it much in my builds, so it might be cool to have an easy source of it. So I left it there. We'll see if we end up taking it out later. It does look a little odd, but maybe that'll give me an idea for something to do with this space. I don't know. Anyways, it is now time to finally get started on building this base. I have all the resources gathered for the main, like, foundational piece of this thing. And I am so excited for you guys to see it. We've got ink here, we've got raw cod, we've got prismarine shards, and prismarine crystals. So right now we need ink and prismarine shards to make dark prismarine, because there's a lot of that in this build. And yeah, it's just gonna be awesome. So we are going to jump into one more time lapse, and we are gonna see if we can't get the main foundational elements of this build in place. I am really excited about this design. It's really deep slate heavy. Like I said, it's got some of the dark prismarine in it. Lots of prismarine or sea lanterns. It's so cool, and I can't wait for you to see it. Just like that, all 4 pillars of this base are complete. And I am so happy with how this whole thing came out. I mean, it's looking really good. And honestly, I was hoping to get the main structure of the base done I was hoping that we would be able to get the whole top ring of it done, but this is still really good progress for today, and we are out of time for this video, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I cannot wait for you to see the next step of this base. We've got a lot of really cool stuff ahead, so stay tuned for that. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you want to see the rest of this project, make sure you subscribe. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.